Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Boid Gang podcast. Today, we have Nathan Gilman,
Back.
Sahil Shah,
Your God is back.
Sagar Shah,
Still don't have the cookies.
and Ben Steinbron.
Episode 2.
I'm your host, Kevin Cosio, and welcome back. Before we start things off, I want to have a huge shout out to all my listeners who actually listened to the first one.
Good job, guys. You did it.
Thank you very much.
Like 3 people.
And a
It's gonna
huge
end there.
Like,
to Anchor for apparently putting this on Spotify. Which, yeah.
and like 10 different
Yeah,
things.
so thank you, Anchor, for doing that for us.
Very cool.
So today, we're talking about school.
Oh, yeah.
I love school.
Ooh, what about school?
Well, that's a good question, Nathan. Specifically, nothing. But
Okay, that's not. Everyone thought I was the best, so I'm gonna just assume God again.
Who the freak said you're the best?
Yeah.
You said you're the best.
Well, I am everyone if I'm God, so.
Peter.
1 over 0 equals Sahil.
That does it. Equals Sahil. Squared.
Okay, so what we're going to be talking about first is last year, 9th grade, freshman year. I want to start things off with the unification of us 5, because that's pretty much like one of the first events, if not the first event of
It was literally the first day of school.
That was the first day of school. We all sat with.
Yeah, I want to hear your guys' points of view because I came in knowing everybody, so it's not like I really had to like meet new people. I'm just like, okay, Avengers assemble.
Okay, so yeah,
Hi, Alex. Wait, who wants to go first?
I think Nathan should because he actually knew everyone at that point.
Well, I don't know, like, just like when I started school, it was like I just was aiming to find all of you guys and hang out. Like, I don't really know. It's just I didn't really have like any thoughts about, oh, I don't know this guy. I'm nervous to meet him because I already knew all of you. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready to just hang out with you. The only
You good?
person
Oh.
I didn't know really, well, it's not even, that's just bad wording. The person I had talked to the least was Sagar, but I still knew Sagar and stuff. So it was like I wasn't even worried. Like it had been a little bit since we talked, but that was like fine.
Kevin, I'm sorry, but I didn't know your name for like a week.
God
It's
of
okay,
boys.
I didn't know your name for like a week.
Alright, well, so now that you pesky humans are out of the way, I'm gonna talk about it from my perspective. So once again, I want you to sit down with a nice big old cup of tea. Papa Sahil is gonna talk a little bit, right? So it was 2017, first day of school in 9th grade. My hair was tiny and I hated myself. So we first started with me not knowing where to go, and my only friend, I think the first time I hung out with Peyton for the first day, and then the second day I hung out with you guys, and we got our legendary spot of outside on this random wall. And then, but that was in the morning.
Famous spot.
And then I went all the periods. They were boring. We talked about rules, yada yada yada. Then we got to lunch where I sat with Nathan, and he brought along Kevin. It was like the first time I've met him in person, and he was a lot bigger than I expected. Bigger meaning he was bigger than the size of me, like 3 times, because I was about like 80 pounds that 9th grade. That was the first time I met Kevin. I knew Andrew. He sat with us. I didn't really know Alex. I knew he went to our school, but I didn't know him that well.
Uh-huh.
And then Ben, no idea who you were. I just thought you were weird.
Likewise.
Yeah. So, and then you guys
I
grew on
haven't
me.
heard of it.
Started playing a ton of Fortnite. That was fun.
Oh yeah, Fortnite.
But that's not school. So,
Okay,
That's for
here's mine. So pretty much, I don't remember it too well, but the only person I actually knew was Nathan, and I was saying to Nathan, "Wow, I don't know anyone else besides you." And they're like, and he was like, "Okay," and that's pretty much it.
I mean, I wouldn't really know how to like. I don't really know what I could do about that. So I was just like, whatever.
So I was
I'm
like,
just
I
hang
was
out.
like, I like Nathan a lot. His friends will probably be cool. So I stuck with them for a bit, and yeah, they are cool.
I mean,
obviously.
like Kevin kid.
And yeah, so it took me like about a week or two to get like familiar with everyone. It took me like a month to tell the difference between Sagar and Sahil.
Oh yeah, that took me a while.
Sagar didn't
But
even
you-
have our lunch, so he didn't even know he
Yeah, I
existed.
didn't have your lunch. I was the only one in second lunch, and I hate. Actually, I didn't hate it. I got to know like Nicholas, Kai, and like all of the Asians because I sat with them for some reason.
So yeah,
The cows.
the lunch was definitely a point where we all got together. Not all of us, but like 4 of the 5, which
I can't remember that. Did I have second lunch or
No,
first
you had
lunch?
first lunch.
Really?
yeah.
That's a terrible
I
memory.
was the only one with second lunch. I thought I was
Third lunch.
Third lunch.
third lunch.
Wait, was there 3 lunches at
Yeah, there was.
Stanford?
There were third lunch.
Yeah.
Me too.
I had third lunch all 3 years.
I had second.
Third lunch was the iconic lunch.
Dude, I had
I
second
think,
lunch.
was it third lunch? Oh yeah, I had lunch with Ben most of the time.
Eighth grade,
I think
I
seventh
had lunch
and
with Nathan, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, dude. 8th grade lunch was when we all were together. But
That's
anyway,
funny.
we're going too far back into the past.
So yeah, so lunch definitely was like the point of congruence.
Right, my boy
I don't think
Sagar.
you know what congruence means.
I didn't mean
Yeah,
the
Kevin,
point
that's
of
not what congruence
conjugation.
means.
That's what I meant, not congruence, conjugation.
I don't think that's what it means either. But anyway, you know.
The point of conception.
No.
This is a birth.
So I mean, it was kind of.
Basically. Birth of the Boid
No.
gang. Not all of us, but
No, it is my real birth. I was 1 year old.
Wow! I didn't know I've been learning some AP biology.
Dude, AP Bio I had with Kevin, and I was like, I don't know this kid, but he seems pretty cool.
didn't
you had it with
As a
me
good
too.
year.
Yeah, you,
Well, no, I'm specifically talking about Kevin. I knew you, like, kind of, but this Kevin kid, I was like, who is this kid? He's like, hey, he's pretty cool, though.
definitely. I did not hang out with Ben or Sahil in AP Bio until 4th quarter
When we did the labs.
when we did the lab.
Dude, the lab group were so good.
No, we sucked, but it was fine.
No, the groups were just funny, but the labs are terrible.
Oh yeah. We did a lab about literal lettuce.
Dude, the lab groups were me, Sahil, Kat, and Sharika. Like, most of the time. That would be the ideal.
I think it's
So first period AP Bio was better because we had Kyle, and Kyle was this like senior who freaking flamed everyone. It was great, and he actually knew Bio.
Dude, we had Chris Polaire in it.
I
I'm
think
not
it's
contact
broke
last now, but
because I
Chris actually knew
I think
bio.
I think my audio just broke because I could hear
Yeah.
myself,
Oh, yeah.
like
Mine broke for a little bit. It's fine.
Okay, let's
What
start.
we're talking about
What were you talking about?
all right. Bio is boring. I want to
bio.
get to the juicy club stuff.
Wait, we gotta wait a bit
Oh yeah.
for the clubs. We get
We gotta go like class by class.
Then we might as well just like start with whoever's first period. Oh wait,
It's called
Munson boys.
oh
Wait,
modern
was that Munson?
Sim. Modern Sim was so good
That was
because
the
it was
third
like that
period.
was like a real unification class.
Wait, we had Monica
Yeah,
third
no.
period.
Oh,
Yeah, but still.
well, what did I have?
Okay.
Everyone was there except for Sahil.
Wah!
Sahil.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
I
Dude, literally everybody was there. Andrew Alonso, Alex Marino,
Was the class?
Ben, Sauger, me, and
Dude,
Kevin.
that was
Dude,
actually
I remember me and Sagar did that nano satellite project.
Dude, our name
Dude, the nano side
was the best then, even though we
It was
spent
so
like
good.
2 seconds on it. And
No, mine was pretty good. Mine and Kevin,
Guess what we're
but
doing?
I did
Dude,
most of
dude,
the
ours
work
was
because
actually
Kevin was gone that week.
I look back on it and it's so cringy. It's so cringy.
I wish I could. I don't know where it went. I wish I could find
nah,
it.
it's
But
it's a Maya fault. You cannot like transfer those things easily. 'Cause I don't know.
No, it was a fusion.
Well, yeah, it was Fusion.
I did ours in fusion.
we
yeah,
did
doesn't even know what he's talking
it
about.
was freaking boxes.
It was just big boxes everywhere, and it was like,
Dude, mine looked
dude,
great.
ours we had
Dude, we were the spaceway.
the Magic Vegas
Dude,
bus.
I hated our name. Our name was freaking garbage. I hated it.
The boss
Dude,
baby.
looking back on it, it was so cringy.
Dude,
It was so
But
That's funny.
cringy.
at the time, I thought it was god tier, and I'm like, what the heck?
Dude, I thought it was cringy when we first thought of it, but I went with it because
I was like,
I
what?
care at that point.
Dude, okay, I remember Mr. Durno like roasted you guys' logo because he's like, it's not supposed to be a cereal box.
No, we literally put a book cover.
yeah, it was a book cover, the
Book
Magic
cover.
Vegas bus, and it was just
I'm
cursed
like, that's not
images.
a logo.
It was actually just cursed images of us, me and Nathan, just that like funny position. But looking back at it now, I don't even understand.
No, we replicated.
I still have
We
those pictures.
replicated. We replicated the
Oh
The
yeah, the book
book
cover.
cover.
So yeah, we replaced all the images with ourselves, and one of them I look drunk. I don't understand how I got my face like red, but it just looked so weird. And then
Dude, that was the class.
and it was the Magic Vegas bus.
Did I freaking turn off my phone again? Turned off my phone again.
Oh, sorry, Reed joins the chat.
All right.
And then, I mean,
I
I felt
have
kind of bad.
nothing to add to this.
I
modern
know.
conversation.
Sahil,
I know.
Sahil was
Sahil.
like the big brain over there saying, "Oh yeah, you know what? I'll get out seminar."
I have debate.
No, it wasn't something.
Oh,
I
wait.
Seminar
This
was
man's in
there.
debate.
This man's in debate, and he said, "Yeah, look at me. You're taking your silly baby class."
No, he hated
I know,
debate, bro.
he did.
Everyone hated debate.
No, that's a lie.
And Sagar, did you have debate too? Or no?
No, I took debate in 8th grade, so I was like, I'm not doing that stuff again.
I took debate in 8th grade too. I didn't learn my lesson.
Dude, debate was garbage.
Like, oh,
All debate classes, in my opinion, are garbage.
No,
There's
I don't
dude, I
wouldn't
feel
say
like a
that.
terrible
Like,
debate.
I hated
There's
it,
some people.
but it actually taught me how to talk to people. So
Yeah, there's some people that really
My,
enjoy
my
debate.
brother's girlfriend loves debate.
Yeah, okay, let me tell you something.
Some people do
No,
like
no,
debate.
shush. Let me tell you guys a story, all right? So, your brother's girlfriend, she was in my class, all right?
And she kissed you.
So
Uh-oh.
she is the most analytical person ever, and no matter what you do,
Yep.
she will freaking roast you.
Yep.
Well, according to the 7th word in the Constitution, men are not legal.
Like, I swear, she would memorize. She would know what you were gonna say 10 minutes before you actually did.
Dude, yeah, some people just really like debate, and I mean, like, if you're one of those people, like,
If it
good
works
job.
for you, then good for you. But me,
But honestly,
My sister did
I
it.
can't stand it. I don't think
Debate.
I cannot.
idea of doing that.
But isn't seminar like, well,
there's no
not really, I
argument.
guess.
Bootleg debate.
Seminar isn't like that because seminar is a research class. And even though I know debate is a research class, debate involves like actually debating your topics, while in seminar you're just presenting them.
Okay.
So,
Just a little reminder for everyone. Out of Boyd Gang, we're pretty much all high academics. We take AP classes, but
hmm
last year I would rank Sauger and Sahil since they pretty much took the same classes. Sahil a little bit above Sauger in like the amount of academic stuff.
No, I reversed
yeah, a
that.
lot.
He took one more AP than me.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay. So yeah. So they were pretty much equal. I'd say Sauger a little bit above. And then Nathan. And then Ben. Actually, no, Ben took AP Bio and Nathan did not.
Yeah.
So then it was then me and then Nathan, and then this year it's kind of the flip.
Yeah, no. Listen, buddy, you we're not the top quality. If you're just saying the number of AP classes, then yeah, you win. If you're talking
Quality of
about
work,
like
yeah.
the actual
No,
GPA,
okay.
no, not even like quality of work, the GPA, the results.
Listen, Bubbo.
And also, it was like all our GPAs are basically the same, even like because it's like the very first year, so it's like
This
No,
year,
I wouldn't say
Huh?
like.
I mean, Saunders was better because he took comp sci, but
yeah, I know that, but it's like they're not too. It's not too much of a difference because it's like only the first year, and also it's like in the class ranks, it's like everybody is like so many people are tied for like the same spot.
I think
It's
I'm
like
I think I'm slightly above you, Nathan.
honestly,
Dude, I don't
Yeah,
want to ever get into like the whole class rank thing because I feel like I'm gonna get
Oh no,
shanked.
I hate
I'm staying out of that.
the
there are
class.
definitely people in our grade that want to compete for first. I think
I don't want to
wanna
compete for first. I want to
good
compete for
on
top
them,
10.
but that's something I never want to get into, and I have no aspirations to be a part of.
If I get top 10%, I'm good because then that gives me a backup school at UCF.
Dude, it's not even top 10%. If you maintain a good GPA, like above a 4.0, in my opinion, you're fine.
No, but
Dude.
a top 10% gives you automatically acceptance at UCF. So that'd be a good like if I don't get in UF.
right, okay, but just saying, right now I have to say that Nathan took the lead for the academics. Just in my opinion, I feel like he works the most towards his grade, and I will not lie, I am probably the least.
No, Kevin, I am the least.
Okay, buddy, whatever you say. But you're in AP world. Don't give me that the least.
Okay, but I don't work for my grades.
Definitely, me and Ben have similar mindsets in the way that we do the least amount of work for the most profit. Where Nathan, Togger, and Sahil, I say are more towards actually learning the content and applying the knowledge in real life.
Okay, I know the content somewhat, like, but like I don't want to do like the busy work. Well, I can't say I'm like god tiered everything. Oh, Sagar just left.
Overall, I would say that we're good students, all of us. Some
We
of
all
us better than
maintain
others.
above a 1.0 GPA, which I think is great. So
It's literally the best you can have, right? Above 1.
I'm so proud of this community.
yeah,
Honestly.
we all have between a 1.0 and 2.0 GPA, which is beautiful.
We do not all have between a 1.0 and 2.0.
Yeah, we do.
I have below a 1.0.
I have a 0.2.
It's sorry.
I have a negative 0.2.
Oof.
Oh, he's an
I
8th
wrote
grade.
the call on accident.
Dude, Monson was funny.
Okay,
It was literally like
I don't mean
Game Town.
Okay.
What was that gun game thingy that we would all have the
Gun
tournament
Mayhem. That was
Oh
definitely.
yeah, Gun Mayhem.
I'll explain on that. Gun Mayhem is a flash game. It's not very like engaging. Like it's fun. It's really fun. But like the controls are basic as heck. You only have move and shoot. And then we would hook up two computers to the same
Two keyboards.
two keyboards to the same computer, and you couldn't like map the same keys over. So pretty much you'd have to like set up this weird way of getting your WASD. Like someone would be
Like the number keys or
number
something.
keys, arrows, like I don't know. It was definitely fun, especially when like the controls didn't work.
Dude. Oh, hey, they're back. We're talking about Gun Mayhem.
Wait, what's Gun Mayhem again?
The thing that we used to play.
The
Modern
game-
The
Sim.
tournaments we
like,
had in Modern
tournaments
Sim.
Okay. One at a time.
The tournaments that we had last year for Gun Mayhem.
Oh,
In Modern Sim.
yeah, Gun. It was weird.
Dude, I was the worst at it.
I was pretty decent at it. I mean, honestly,
I remember Alex was like god tier.
Alex,
Yeah.
Alex,
Fuck those.
Andrew, and me. I said we're probably the best.
Or really good. And I'm just sitting over here being like, I won like 2 games.
The tournaments were definitely fun.
The worst at it, and That was okay.
And definitely
Yep,
last
I think
year,
me and Sai were the first to.
I would say games. Even this year, games in that class are kind of a problem.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous how many like people just game in that class. I mean, last year.
Can we just say Mr. Adorno?
It's a
He
serious
installed Fortnite on the computers.
Yeah,
Yeah, even if
Like,
we did install Fortnite, it's still wrong of us to be doing like playing games when we should be doing work in his class.
No, it was wrong, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Only this year,
Yeah.
at like the start of the third quarter, did he actually decide to implement rules in the classroom.
Dude, they're the most broken rules because nobody ever follows them too.
He never enforces the rules, and that's the biggest problem.
Definitely the rule system.
dude, one day he's gonna start enforcing it.
His subs enforce them more than he
What are you doing in my class? Get out!
Okay, this happened very recently. I think Nathan, I kind of chickened out because I saw that he was like going full on stinker mode. So Nathan, why don't you explain? Because you took the blunt damage.
What? I was going to visit Sahil at lunch in Modern Sim, because he had second lunch and I had first lunch, so I thought I'd pop over to Mr. Adorno's room. Mr. Adorno would be chill with it normally.
Yeah, because me and
And
Nathan
then,
did go visit Sawhill sometimes. So
And then anyway, there was a substitute that day, so I didn't really think anything of it. And I went and visited Sahil, and I was just standing around, and he's like, "Hey, who are you?" I'm just like, "Oh, I'm visiting Sahil Shah." And then he's like, "Nope, you gotta leave." But he did not say it that pleasantly. He was very angry. I'm like, "Sorry, sir," and I just
dude, no, he was like
scared
full out
away.
yelling. He said, "Get out of my class" or something like that.
Oof.
Dude, I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
Dude, it was kind of okay. First, everyone knows that class is a joke. Modern Sim 1 is definitely
Oh yeah,
the
no. it's-
easiest class you could take.
Class because you never learn and you never do anything in that class.
Well, you learn a little bit if you want to.
If
I
you
mean,
want,
I
it's-
learned a ton because
I left Modern Sim 1 not knowing how to model Ben.
Modern
knew that
Sim
about a
is
little bit.
definitely a class that's choose how much you actually want to learn. You can fake it so easily in that class. But anyway, I have to say, Nathan, I think he just came out. He came out laughing. He was just like, "Wow, that was funny."
Stupid. That's why.
Yeah, I'd be laughing.
Just because, like, I mean, I don't know how I'd probably say, "Oh, I'm here for a newspaper."
I would have said that if I had
Interview
thought of
Sahil
it.
Shah.
Get an interview and just take him out and just. Nah. Anyway, that was certainly something.
That was too funny. At the time, I don't know. If I was in Nathan's position, I would have been like, okay, weirdo, get out of my face.
No,
But
you wouldn't.
I'm glad I wasn't because that was freaking funny.
Sahil is so shy. Literally.
Dude, it was actually like not as easy to be like deflector shields as you
I know
think, because it was like,
I'd probably be like, okay, and then start crying. But
dude, I was like, I put up my metal shields and just watched him batter into them, and I'm just like, boy, sorry, dude, and I just left. It's so stupid. It's so funny though.
Hey, what are you doing here? It's like Coach Williams.
Coach Williams.
Anytime he
Coach Williams.
anytime anyone did anyone.
Coach Williams actually legit hated our class and kicked like one person out that he just got.
Get out! Get out! Oh well, that's so
It's
funny.
funny. For those who don't know, Coach Williams was in 8th grade our gym teacher, and literally, if you did anything to trigger him, he'd just send you out.
No,
Not even to like the office something. He would just send you out of the class.
you just like make you leave.
It's so
I don't even
funny.
know where they would go. They would just leave.
No, they would just
All the ghetto kids would battle him. All the ghetto kids would battle him. They're like, "You can't do anything to me," and he's like, "Get out!"
If you were sitting on the back bench in the locker room, you had to get out.
How about we're back too far in time, boys.
Yeah, but like, I won't get into that story, but that's for another time. But yeah, I'm trying to think. What were some classes that we all had? Not like specifically per the same period.
Miss Cop.
This
Miss Cop.
cop.
Oh, me and
my
Ben had
God,
this cop together.
Cop.
Me and Nathan.
I did it with Sagar.
I had it with
I had
Sagar
it
for like
initially
half
with
the year.
Kevin.
I know. Me and Nathan
I
were,
had it initially with Kevin.
and then the divergent, like the splitting happened, where she
During
really
this
took,
fifth period exodus.
and it was so sad. Miss Cop. The only thing, okay,
Yeah, it was funny though because our class was so like bad because it was only like 60 people.
yeah, that's like that's the size of my like current English class. There's no one in there, but
That's the
Miss Cop.
size of my math class.
I know, dude. That's funny. Your math class is so tiny. Mr.
Dude.
told us about.
I'm so scared to talk in that freaking class.
He said everyone's scared. No one talks in that class except for who's it? Matthew or Michael? I forgot who's in your class.
Matthew. It's Matthew.
Matthew.
Matthew doesn't talk at all.
Oh, okay. But anyway, back to Miss Cobb. Okay, I don't want to say she's a bad teacher. She's
She's not a bad teacher. She's just a bad person.
no.
I don't think
No,
so. I just think she's too like differently oriented.
there
on
is.
us.
It's like a mind flip. She pretty much said, "School isn't about grades; it's about knowledge," which I agree with in principle. Because, yeah, it should be about learning in college, not really in high school, when your grades actually matter about your future. Because you can't retake high school classes the same way that you can retake them as like university classes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I agree with that, but it's also that like college classes cost a ton of money, which I wouldn't like suggest like flunking every single class and taking them again. But basically, yeah.
It was.
Dude, if I was a teacher, I'd be like Miss C, because Miss C like teaches, but it's kind of easy-ish to get an A in her class, but you still like have to learn it to get the A.
That's Miss. Yeah, I like that. I like that style. Whereas it's easy to like buffer your grade, but as soon as you start doing like not learning the stuff and not actually knowing it, you flunk the test, which basically effectively kills your grade.
Okay, yeah, but back to Miss Cobb. Her mindset was definitely knowledge is better than grades, and that made everyone so mad.
I think
It's also the fact that she never gave out hundreds.
She
no.
didn't.
Okay, guys, let me say something. I think we're venturing too much in the criticizing everyone. We should be talking about our school experience, not bashing teachers.
No, I'm not trying to bash her. I'm saying that she got bashed on a lot by other people, and she knew that. She said, and okay, my one annoyance is that she patronized way too much towards the girls.
Oh yeah.
So that's my one complaint that like I think everyone here can agree that she was just like patronizing towards the girls. But actually, I think that class was pretty interesting, especially with like
Dude,
well-being Wednesdays.
Kindness week.
Kindness Week and well-being Wednesdays were definitely highly appreciated.
We have reading Wednesday.
Parts of kindness week. The parts where we had to like write down stuff was not fun.
Nathan, do you remember
Dude,
anything
where we
about...
just sat in the chair and people would write stuff about us?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't even there.
Weird. No one knew, like, no one freaking wrote anything like super nice about me. They're like, "Oh, you color coordinated." I'm like, what week does that have to do with anything?
Like no one knew everything. No one knew enough about anyone to like write something.
Dude,
Yeah.
the one thing that I got was you were funny. That's literally everything I got. No one else
Hey,
said,
Kevin,
oh.
I only got you are nice.
Oopsie.
Nobody
Nice
wrote
and cool.
about me.
Dude, no one wrote about Nathan. You said that you weren't there, right?
Yeah, and then I had to redo it.
You did? I don't remember that.
I had to do it on the second day.
Oh yeah.
Like
Now I remember.
Wait, no, someone did write something. Everyone just wrote that I was smart, and that was a freaking lie.
It was literally the most shallow things ever.
Yeah. There was superficial that made it worse than it made it better.
You smell bad. Oh, you smell bad. Oh, you
It
smell bad.
smelled
Okay. The highlight, definitely the highlight for Miss Cop was the bloom ball.
The blue balls.
The
Bloom
balloon
ball
ball. Oh
invasion.
my gosh. That was
It's what everybody did.
everyone did
They
it.
just flooded with a blue
Nathan
ball.
remembers it the most, so you can go.
There's not really much to remember. Everybody just did the same project because it was the easiest, and they were like there was like the size of like a little bit smaller than a soccer ball, so everybody just did it. And then like our classroom just had blue
There's
It
like,
was
I was
funny.
like 24 of these like big soccer ball sized things, and it was just they were annoying just to like carry around. Except Nathan turned his into a helmet and became the
I remember
Hutu
that.
warrior.
We need to talk about the Hutu Wars.
No,
No.
but
I don't think
definitely
you can get to the Who Tours without getting into Fortnite.
there is no way.
Yeah.
There's so much backstory, but that's definitely something we could talk about.
The Who Tours are for another podcast.
Not the actual Hutu Wars. The
Thank
board
you,
game
Ben.
Hutu Wars.
BRB.
Just gotta
We're gonna
cut that.
we're gonna explain the actual history of the Hutu and the Tutsis.
I did not. Like, it was just weird when it first arose.
But yeah, okay. Overall, I rate Miss Cop's class
8,
7.
7.
Dude, and the conferences? Oh my
The,
gosh.
the conferences were funny.
That's her part. That's her part because it made her seem like she was just gonna give anyone an F.
I know. That's what it seems like. Oh yeah, if you don't do all these specific things, you'll fail the
That
class.
was her like flexing her teacher power, bro.
What's up, kids?
You remember?
Sahil
That was
really
her
out here with the only 100.
And wait, did you actually get 100 on the conference?
Oh, do you know why? Dude, I got a story to tell. All right, boys.
No, make it quick. I want to leave this cop and go to
No,
other.
I
yeah.
want to hear. I want to hear.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get as much evidence as I can, and I came with and I wrote down everything I was gonna say, and I took my debate skills, and I was like, yep, I got this. Don't worry. And I got 100 because she was like, nani, and then she gave me 100 because I brought in a ton of evidence. That's it. And Jack went before me, and he got a 60.
Jack, this man, he submitted a corrupt file so we can get extra time. He didn't come to school the day the projects were due because he wanted extra time. And this man gets a 60 on the conferences.
Yeah, explicitly said that she's not giving anybody extra time too.
I know, but he still got extra time.
Wait, didn't he send like a GIF of the loading image?
No, I thought he just submitted a corrupt file.
You know,
Yeah, she submitted a corrupt file. He
That's an
converted it
example.
to like some random file format, then converted it back, and then like corrupted it.
okay.
This man was
Nathan
funny.
says that he hates talking about Miss Cop.
What?
So let's hear what he has to say about anything else. What do you want to talk about, Nathan?
I don't know. Anything.
Dude,
Okay.
I feel like
You're
if
like
we talk about teachers,
putting me so on the
then our
spot here,
podcast is gonna get like shut down.
I know. So if any teachers are listening to this, know that we love you and we appreciate your job because teachers are underrated. So
They really are.
I think all teachers that we had were fundamentally nice. They were like nice to us. None of them were like super mean. They all like,
Just like him.
everyone was likable.
It was Lycans.
Miss Likens actually wasn't that bad. I had DIT with her, and she was actually pretty nice.
I mean, okay, some of them weren't the best at like teaching in the way that we could learn it. Like Miss Thomas, she was nice.
Miss Thomas was nice. She just wasn't. I'm
She
not
didn't
gonna
teach it
finish
in a way that really was helpful for us.
Yeah. I also felt like AP Bio was just a class with a whole bunch of material, so
She
tried her
is.
best.
She tried her
did.
best. Good for her.
And
Okay,
she doesn't
now a
really
teacher.
deserve the hate that she gets, but I understand why.
I want to talk
The
about
teacher-
clubs.
Hey, this one last thing. The teacher that we all had is Miss C. Definitely one of the best teachers I had.
I didn't
Yes.
have Miss C.
Slash to you, buddy.
Oh.
So I never had Miss C.
I'm sorry,
I
buddy.
think the
But
one teacher that we all had together was
Mr. Adorno.
No, Miss Cop.
Miss Cop.
No,
Miss
literally
Stiers.
pretty much all of freshman year.
Not Miss Cop.
Oh,
Miss Cop was the only one that we all had,
No,
bro.
we all had Miss Stiers as a teacher.
No, I didn't. I had Miss
Oh,
Grenz.
right.
so
Miss
that's
Cop.
Mr. Adorno.
And then Mr. Adorno. Mr. Adorno.
No, not Mr.
I didn't
Adorno.
have
Stiles
Mr.
didn't have
Adorno.
him.
I have Mr. Adorno right now.
Boy, we mean in freshman
No,
year.
I don't mean that. I mean overall, just like to get to know the person.
What about
Oh,
Dr.
well,
J?
I mean, she made it.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
had
the
Dr. J. Definitely
Dr. J.
Dr. J.
I don't know if Dr. J actually likes me or just like I'm bearable.
She doesn't know the difference between you and me.
She said that.
I think so.
I remember she said yes.
Spaghetti and lasagna.
Yeah, that was my first nickname, lasagna.
No, you were spaghetti.
No, I was lasagna.
Wait,
no,
what?
nuts.
You were lasagna?
Yeah.
These dudes.
That nickname never stuck, so I don't really care about it.
Okay, just my one grievance in that class is that she changed the shirt design. Literally,
I
No,
know.
it doesn't matter. It looks
No,
better.
yeah.
It looks
does.
better.
Okay, not
I like
not
it.
the roast, but she uses PowerPoint for T-shirt design. As like the T-shirt.
He's
It's
emailing
not
me to
even
Sagar
bad,
to fix it, so.
So, I mean, honestly, I don't mind the idea. It's actually pretty cool.
Isn't she changing it though to hide something?
Yeah,
Right?
she emailed it to Sagar so he can
I'll be back,
Okay.
boys.
What the fluorine? Comedic genius.
No, it's what the formula unit now.
What the formula unit.
Or something like that. Something strange.
Okay, now we are going to talk about some clubs.
Nobody wants to start?
Richard,
No, does everyone's just like
Kevin's supposed to start. He's the podcast leader,
okay,
bro.
okay. The only club I was like really active in was the marksmanship for the JROTC. I was the only one in ROTC last year. The rest of them said that class is dookie. And
No, it's not even that we said that. It's just we didn't really take it.
they all said, I don't want to join the army. And I said, okay, me neither.
I want to join
And
the
then,
Air
dude,
Force.
okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's not that we say
know.
that. It's just that we
I
didn't
know,
take it.
I know, I did. They're pretty persuasive in getting people to make you join the army. So I was like, if I continue in this, I'll probably will join the army, which isn't a bad thing. Except then I want to take AP Stat just to replace it. But anyway, with the marksmanship, I I barely got in. My test, like you had 2 attempts to do it. So first time I got one question wrong, and it was like a pretty stupid question. I forgot. It was like what are the correct orders for shooting the gun? And then I got it right, so I barely made it onto the team. But it was me, Andrew Young, Drake Charette, and Brendan Padilla were the original people. Later that year, Orlando Servant came along. So that was pretty cool. So then I didn't actually improve at all for that whole entire year. And they were like, okay, Kevin, everyone else is improving. How about you go on and like work harder? And I'm like, okay, I didn't practice. It was my fault. I didn't want to like improve that much because like I had senioritis as a freshman.
That's not how that works.
And yeah, definitely Andrew Young this one day woke up and said, you know what, I'm going to be good today. And he shot like fantastically. And the best memory I had of that was one day during a competition, I brought all my DSs, which was like 4, and we started playing Mario Kart.
Bro.
And then we named it something stupid because I think one was Caillou DS, 8-Bit Ragu, and then Spankles. So It was definitely it was a fun time.
Okay, next club.
Well, the first club I joined was Modern Sim back in 9th grade.
Modern Sim
Oh,
Club
yeah,
in
mod.
as good as it was this year.
No, it's the teacher that makes the difference, really.
No offense to Spalding, but she never really knew how to run a project.
Well, our project sputtered out, especially since robotics people
No,
took over the coding. So right now we're at a standstill.
I
Probably.
mean, we finished our project. No one else.
Because
no, we abandoned it, bro. It's not even.
I know.
We finished our part, so I'm
We
not
fi-
mad about it.
it was down to the coders. They left for robotics, and it's abandoned now. But anyway, 9th grade, I wasn't part of it, so Sauger and Sahil were. So here we go.
what, Mod Squad?
So the
Yeah.
first project we ever did, I had no modeling experience with Maya, anything like I do now, because I feel like I've like grown like a billion times. But back in 9th grade, I wasn't in the clubs. I mean, the class, so I had no idea how to model like correctly. So I was next to useless. But our first project was creating shirts and a banner because we were on 2D design, and our shirts got rejected only because
They were expensive.
they were too much. They were too expensive because they were nice shirts, and now we have the Dookie shirts that we have already.
I hate.
It's not a thing. It's the future.
Dude, and now for this year's Mon and Sim, we don't have any shirts.
Yeah, that's
Because
because last year we
you had to pay like $5 or something.
had to get.
That's not even that much. I remember.
Or no, you have to pay $15 to get in the club. So
Oh, was it? You had to pay 50.
now they got rid of it. So which is beautiful.
Yeah, because that means a lot more people are going to be joining the club, but that also means we never get shirts.
And
Yeah, but it's like a bunch of people are more sporadic too.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like
None of this cut it out.
Yeah, like I don't go anymore.
but you have an actual reason.
Oh yeah, you also.
I went like
yeah,
twice.
yeah, but you also have a reason. It's not like you just stopped.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm coming back on Friday, just by the by.
If we have Club Friday.
I know.
Wait, Kevin
Where
left
would he be?
Mod Squad?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm volunteering.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
So yeah, Modern Sim Club Mod Squad this year. I think a memory that's pretty funny was Mr. Dookie Head.
Dookie Head.
Nathan, do you remember that story?
Yeah, why?
I kind of forgot it.
Really?
This
Like,
This
it's just this kid. This random kid came into my squad and started playing Minecraft, and then everyone was like, "Boy, stop doing Minecraft. We're doing actual stuff here."
that's when we
And
were doing
then
actual stuff before.
the Hardy was summoned, and then somebody's like, "What are you doing, kid? Get out of here!" And he left.
Wait, who did he call
No, he
Dookie
got
Head?
kicked out. Remember?
He got kicked out.
I don't
He
know.
got kicked out.
Oh no! Someone said, "Oh yeah, get off the computer," and he said, "No, you Dookie Head."
I think it was me.
Everyone's like, "Oof," and started laughing.
Because we were like, oh, he called us a Dookie Head. He done it.
And then he got
he got the mega roast out here.
Yeah.
yeah, then he got exposed so hard
Yeah.
by Mr. Hardy. He said, "You shall leave this place and never return."
He didn't say you shall never return. He's just like, "Boy, if you're going to be here,
You're gonna do work.
don't be."
And
Or
he
like,
never returned.
yeah, like
It was a stinky
We
band.
saw him on Halloween.
Yeah,
we
I
did-
did see it. We saw him during Halloween. Yeah, that's true. He made that one resurgence. He was in my Spanish class. I don't know where he just left one day. I don't know where he went, but
He's a band kid. That's why.
He is a band kid.
band kids.
There's so many
What?
band kids in Spanish.
Oh yeah, there's like 8 of them.
I don't.
TJ.
TJ needs to cool it, man.
Why? What is he doing?
He's
in your class?
super edgy. He's so edgy. Our entire class is
He
so
is funny.
edgy.
TJ's funny. he's good in volleyball. He's
Dude,
been doing
our
that with
Spanish class
volleyball.
is great because there's like a group of 5 people who all know each other, and I'm not one of them. So they just pass all the answers off to each other, and I never have to talk.
That's the band kids in our Spanish class, which
That's
makes
kind of
sense.
sad, Ben. I would hate it so much. I do not
Why?
I do not like being quiet. I really enjoy being able to talk to Maggie and Nate and Chantal.
Yeah, I can talk to them, but why? I don't. I'm very quiet.
I know you are, Ben. It's okay.
I have I have Judd, Connor, and another kid. I also have I also have class.
Yeah, okay. Definitely Ben. Who do you say is the shyest?
So
Is Sauger?
With people with like random classes, I do not talk at all. Like
All
not
right.
a word.
here, I'm gonna show you the classes that I don't talk in. I don't talk in Spanish, and I try to talk more in math, but it's so deathly quiet. And sometimes in chem, but I try to make jokes, and Lucas drowns them all out. So
Lucas is okay. I like Lucas is fine. He freaking is the flood, bro. In pre-calc, he's just not ever stopping. I'm
I
like,
know.
stop.
You guys cannot
It's literally
complain
just
about
like
your pre-calc class being a flood. It's ridiculous in my class. They don't actually stop talking.
No, like in our class is just from Lucas.
it's like
I'm
Lucas,
not
a little
blaming
bit of Ty,
Lucas,
and a little
but
bit of me.
Lucas is funny. All right, I'll give him that. He's funny,
Yeah, it's like sometimes.
Yeah,
but in
okay.
modern
Depends.
Yeah, but like if you say enough jokes, eventually some will be funny, but like at a point, at what cost? I suffered from that a lot last year, especially with the when we went to that thing for Miss Cop, where I texted you.
Yeah, he tried to talk. He said something stupid to these two girls, and they gave him the look of
Dude, it was
disgust, and he
actually a
died.
look of disgust. They thought like, dude, there was so much spite and hate in that look. Just like I just murdered a baby or something. Just that level of disgust at me. And I'm like, okay, it was a bad joke. I mean, it really was. It was like, oh,
Well, that's even a joke.
so
It was.
stupid.
This is what he said to them. This is what he said to them. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. With no context, he just looks over and says that to them
That's
in the
really
middle of Miss Cobb's tutoring
thing to
session.
say.
In the middle of the tutoring session, and they're just like, "What the freak did we just witness?" They wanted to like bleach their eyeballs and crucify Kevin. I'm like, what is this man
Nathan,
doing? It's so
Nathan still says, "Hey, you remember that time?" To this day.
yeah, it's so funny to me. I just died. I'm like, oh,
It was like
this kid has a
it was
team
that it was that
jump
feeling. It
savage.
was that feeling of like such cringe that you're like you actually feel yourself like start to implode of like what did I just say?
you literally just like bite your lips like, oh,
Cringed
that
yourself
was not a good joke.
It's like you start to implode on yourself and it's absolutely terrible. It was one of the worst feelings I had in ninth grade. But anyway, back to social beings.
I don't think I'm that bad in social situations. Sometimes it's a little bit hit or miss, but other times I think I'm fine.
I feel like I do good within my own age group. If I'm paired with like a whole bunch of like strangers that are like 20 years older than me, it gets very awkward because I don't want to talk to them.
No, I don't know how to talk to my elderly.
The
Like
elders.
the elder. I'm
just
great
feel-
around kids.
You just don't feel like you can connect with them.
Dude, kids love to spend time with me because like during karate when I'm with like a bunch of like little 8-year-olds, I'm like, yo, what is up, my dudes? And they just say, hey, what's up? And it's pretty great. It's because they know some stuff. I'm a pretty social person, I would say.
I would say that too.
Yeah, yo también.
True. About about
Yeah.
Kevin. I don't know. I think loud, which gives him a persona of like he's everywhere
At
at
some
once.
point,
I know.
it's getting
But
too.
I don't think that's really being super social,
I-
but he's definitely like wow. Like yeah, he's social. I'm not trying to like say no, he's not.
I'm not like
But
buddy. I'm not friends with everyone. Not in that sense like social where I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy chum? how's life going? I'm more like, yo, this is pretty cool what we're learning. Don't you agree? And they look at me because literally everyone in the whole entire school acts dead. I don't care if you're tired. Actually, I do care because I'm tired. But anyway, I just like everyone just says, okay, it's not to a point where like I'm super annoying. Like definitely there's people who are annoyed with me.
That depends. Some days you're more than enough.
Yeah, including Nathan sometimes gets annoyed at me, but you know, it's fine because it's cool.
Guys,
But
What? What did Ben just say?
that's a good question. Ben,
Ooh, what you say?
I said, I'm back, boys. My dad just called me.
Okay. Anyway,
so yeah,
let's go back to the
definitely.
original question.
What?
Let's go back to the original question that we never answered. Who's the most shy?
Oh, that's it.
I'd say Ben.
Yeah, boys.
Ben, like, it's not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. But I would drive myself crazy if it was just me. And
That's a good thing you're not Ben.
Yep.
I know.
Kevin,
I would
remember when we took that personality test and you were like 96% extroverted and I was like freaking 80-something% introverted?
Yeah, I know. Me and Ben were like actually complete opposite. He was
Yep.
like, but okay, I have my issues with personality tests.
They
Hey.
don't work.
Are they supposed to
Who's
be used in
the
job
FSA?
interviews?
I don't think they work.
Some of them work.
Like,
If you answer them like truthfully, they'll give more or
like
less.
yeah, I'm saying you should use them with a grain of salt. They're fun. They're like they're BuzzFeed quiz. And like
BuzzFeed.
I don't think they're as bad as the
No.
BuzzFeed's good.
It's not on the level of what Harry Potter character are you? But it's not on like the level of pure academic research.
Well,
Yeah.
It's somewhere.
the
It's somewhere
freaking
in
Myers
there.
Briggs.
There has been research, but it's like it's not like numbers and data like you're saying you want. It's more
It's psychology.
qualitative.
It is.
Psychology
And,
isn't
you
really
know-
numbers and data.
Personalities do change over time.
Yeah.
I've definitely changed. I'm more extroverted now than I was last year.
Dude, I've grown so much since last year.
Me as well. I feel like I didn't talk a lot or at all in ninth grade.
Like, okay, I can especially see it. Like, we had to present in English today, and I actually didn't do horribly. Like, I presented like a pretty decently. Like, it was weird because like last year, if I tried to present, I would have freaking just read directly off the
I
screen.
would have.
Wouldn't have looked at the crowd.
I think Sahil can see my transformation in public speaking very well in seminar. From the
Like you have some things to go, but it's better than what you were last year. That's for sure.
No,
Okay.
I hate being unprepared during speeches because that just makes me more nervous.
Nervous.
Okay, the one thing I could say is I like public speaking in the right context. If it's something where it's like completely serious, like at a funeral, I'm like pretty bad. But if it's like just like something stupid for school, where everyone knows that it's pretty much like a waste of time, but you still have to do it, like the presentation, like my presentation wasn't really that good because we didn't really do too much information on it. But you know, I try to give like a very open and like warm feeling when I give my presentation.
Not to be like that guy, but last year, we had to do the presentation for Worlds, right? But literally, I was so bad that everyone was like, "Boy, what is this kid doing? He's so bad at speaking."
It's okay, Ben.
So, and the presentation was like literally one of the most stressful things, and I butchered it so bad. Then this year, our presentation was like pretty good. I actually can speak.
Okay, not to lie, kind of. I just scared myself with my own voice. Like I opened my mouth and then I wasn't expecting a sound to come out. Does that ever happen with anyone, or is that just me?
I think that's just you.
Yeah. That was kind of scary. But yeah, I mean, I think the general consensus with me is that I'm I'm weird in the way of like not weirdo. Like I do weird things. Like in math, if we do practice problems in math, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow, that was really enjoyable. I rate that a 4 out of 7. Literally, everyone said, what the heck does that mean? How can you rate a math problem a 4 out of 7? And I'm like, yeah, it was about that good. So, I mean, I'm not weird in the way that it's like I'm falling in love with the subject and I ask the deep and personal questions about life in every single class. I'm like, I don't want to say I take things as a joke, but like I don't take things as serious as I probably should be.
I think I just take stuff way too seriously. Like for I think this is like for everything that I do, I have a feeling that I'm like doing the bare minimum and I have to go above and beyond. And that just it's time consuming in my opinion. And it gets to the point where I'm like, I've been doing this for like an hour. I should probably stop.
Bro, I have the opposite. I'm always like, you know what? It's done. It's all right, and we're gonna go with it.
Yeah, we're just gonna wrap things up a bit, okay? So, in conclusion, if I were to rank everyone on a social scale from least social to most social, I would say it's Ben's least, then Sahil, then Sagar, then Nathan, and then I am the quantum leap of social.
I would probably switch me and Sagar.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe.
I think we're
Maybe.
kind of similar.
I would totally switch me and Kevin.
You're right. Ben is actually the most talkative out of all of us.
No, right?
The real supreme leader.
Nathan, you have any closing thoughts?
Chunga, chungus.
Thank you. That is it. Goodbye.
Really moving stuff right there.
Okay, so this is the end of episode 2 of the Boid Gang podcast. I'd like to thank all of the listeners out there who listened through probably this around hour-long podcast. Just next season, which will be in a couple of episodes, we're gonna have guest stars. So if you want to be a part of that, just let me know.
Or let any one of them know.
Anyone. One per though.
Maybe. We'll see how things go. But just until next time, why don't you all say goodbye and we can just wrap this thing up.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See y'all next time.
Nice.
See ya and wouldn't wanna be ya.